Everyone, I'm here with my LabQuest, and you've seen the LabQuest with a motion detector that measures the cart and how fast the cart's moving up and down the track. What I've got behind me is I have a force sensor, and this measures force. So I'm going to pull down on this. I'm going to pull down, and you'll see that it measures the amount of force I'm pulling with, so 5 newtons. I can not only pull down, I can also push up. This is a dual range force sensor, which means it goes in 2 directions, down and up. If I pull down, I can pull down with 6 newtons. If I push up, you'll notice that it becomes negative. Okay, so force is just like velocity and acceleration. It's a vector. It has direction. And if you're only going up or down in 2 ways, that direction is represented by positive and negative. So the experiment I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be hanging this mass on this force meter. And I'm going to be putting more masses on. And more masses on. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be recording the mass I put on, so here's the grams, and what force the force meter has to apply to keep it steady, so the force reading given out. So let's start it off. I'm going to take all the data down and I'll tell you what I want you to do with it once I've done it. So the first guy, just by itself, is 50 grams. So I hang that on there, and my force meter just says 0.5. I better make sure that I've zeroed it. My force meter says nothing when I've got nothing on it. Yep. Right, so we'll write that one down, 0.5 newtons. I put, each one of these is 100 grams, so I put 100 grams on, and I get 1.48. 1.48 newtons. Another 100 grams. 2.47. Another 100 grams. 3.46. This is another 100 grams, so this is 450. 4.43. Another 100 grams. 5.41. Another 100 grams. 6 point, what's it going to be? 6.4. Another 100 grams. 7.38. 9. 7.38. This is going to be 850 grams. 8.3. 8.37. And the last one, which will take us to 950 grams. 9.35. Right, I would like you to, I might just do it here, is I would like you to draw a graph, and that graph, I'm going to So I would like you to draw a graph, and that graph I would like you to have on one axis the mass we added, and you know what, I would like you to put that in kgs, because most of the measurements we make is in kg. You're going to change my numbers to kgs, and on this one is the force, and that's in newtons. Okay, so you're going to make a graph of that. That's number one. Number two, I'll give you a hint. That is a linear graph. I would like you to find a gradient, including units. Number three, I'd like you to come up with an equation. And I'll give you a starting point, y equals mx plus c. Your y-axis is force. So you're going to have something like force equals something times, what's your x-axis? Mass. And I think it's going to be plus 0, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay? So I want you to come up with this. Those three things. Great. Thank you.